Allow me to reintroduce myself.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word. You told us we were free. Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a bird, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
We don't need to go in there. You're gonna come on in.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Since this space is really just more of a recap, yeah, we don't really need all that. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know this is a strange thing for me to normally come back and apologize, but I'm about to apologize. I'm about to literally apologize.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
And I've got to reintroduce some situations here. That's not a bad thing. I don't feel bad about it. Let's let the elder rock.
It's coming. We're going to get it. We fought every one of your damn lousy wars, lady, and you give us nothing. Now the war is going to be here, but we're going to be free. Now you kill you want to, but we kill too.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
All right. Well, I had to come back in here. Had to come back in here today and apologize. And shout out to my brother Fearless. Shout out to my sister Shanna. Sister Shanna actually hit me up to it and said that brother Fearless hipped her to it. So I really want to put it out there. The villager is on deck, middle of the day, not normal, but I'm here. Appreciate you, Free. Appreciate the hashtag. I'm here with an apology. I'm here with my hat in hand. I'm here humbled today. I'm humbled, y'all. If y'all don't think I'm humbled right now, y'all got to know. I mean, I hate being wrong, but I'm not above willing to admit when I'm wrong, especially when it's something dealing with my American freedman history. And my American freedman history brought me to last night, and I was sitting up here looking at this. I had a man that I thought was Nathaniel Alexander, who had invented the folding chair. And I got it off of like one of those little known Black history facts, you know? No big deal. I got it off of that. And I'll even show you, because I ended up getting his caption with the folding chair in it. But this was one of the posts that I saw that said it. Little known Black history fact, Nathaniel Alexander was the first to patent the folding chair. His invention was designed to be used in schools, churches, and at large social gatherings. We talked about that last night. And this came from the Twitter feed of a gentleman named Jimmy Harris. And I'm not even upset at Jimmy Harris, because Jimmy Harris did this. Look at the bottom of that date, 2019. So this has been floating around wrongfully in other spaces. I'm not the only person that's mistaken Nathaniel Alexander for this gentleman here. And we talked last night about this gentleman briefly because he has a direct connection, obviously, to Black history, to American freedman history. But it is indeed not Nathaniel Alexander. It is Lewis Latimer. And Lewis Latimer worked with prominent individuals such as Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison on their patent drafts, including the telephone and the light bulb. Latimer is arguably the most known for his patent drafts of the incandescent light bulb. See, a lot of people know who Lewis Latimer is. And fortunately for me, one of my American freedman brothers, one of my American freedman sisters came at me and said, look, dog, that's wrong. And I didn't have no problem with him saying that, because I learned so much from all the people in my circle. They've given me so much knowledge, and they've given me so much history, so much scholar. Well, I had to take that, and I had to, like I said, I wasn't going to tuck my head between my legs and run away. No. We don't do that here. The villager on deck don't do that. What the villager on deck does is he comes back, and if he's wrong, he will absolutely admit he's wrong, and I am wrong. Lewis Latimer is who this photograph is. So I was wrong last night by having this photograph up with his name on it as Nathaniel Alexander. Now, all the other stuff was absolutely correct. The folding chairs, the miscreants sitting on the ground, the family, the family of Klansmen who jumped on the brother, who had to throw his hat up in the air, signaling to the ancestors that, you know what, I need y'all right now. I'm outnumbered a little bit. And the ancestors answered, and he was assisted amicably. So I've had to change this whole thing around. And now what we're going to use is we're going to use Nathaniel's work. Same caption, but instead of having a picture for Nathaniel, I went back and got his patented picture. You know, it's got his patent number in it. It's got his name on it. The only thing that I still think might be not true is July 4th. It says that his patent was approved on July 4th. Now, we know that now is Independence Day. We weren't independent. We were still in shackles in 1776. Now, in 1911, we were freed from the shackles, but there were still significant bondage for American freedmen in 1911. But they said that this patent went over July 4th, 1911. I'm not so sure about that. Probably more sure about the 1911 than I am about the July 4th. So we ain't gonna worry about that. Don't worry about that. What we're gonna cook on today is the fact that Nathaniel did indeed create the modern day mobile folding chair. He's got a patent on it. He's in history, American Freedman history, American history. And I just want to make sure that that mistake that I made does not blur anybody's vision, because the picture that I had up last night was indeed not Nathaniel. It was Sir Lewis Howard Latimer, another American freedman king who worked diligently with some of the most prominent people in technology, American history, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison. So I think I've gone as far as I really need to go on this apology. It's only a couple of us in here anyway, but the people that watched that stream last night probably understood where I was going, because the main thing that we were talking about was the folding chairs. The folding chairs was what we were talking about. And I don't want to detract from that, because the folding chair has played a significant part in our lives over the last few days. So with that being said, I had to post a couple folding chairs last night. One being one, I thought that this folding chair really suited a lot of people that I know. You know, some people, they're not just going to sit in a regular folding chair. They're going to have that folding chair decked out, piped out. You know, when you get that interior change in your car, they call it piping the interior. I ain't never seen a piped out folding chair, but now you got piped out folding chairs. You got Fendi, you got Louis, you know, and these chairs actually look durable too. They look durable. They look like they are definitely made to put in some work for somebody that wants to sit down or that may need to use them otherwise. Message. So, you know, I love the fact that people are getting creative with the folding chair styles. I love that. I do love that. And it's everybody don't need all those frills. Everybody don't need the Fendi badge. Everybody don't need the Louis Vuitton badge. Some people just come straight with it. And I have no problem with that either. You know, some people just come straight with it. Ain't nothing wrong with coming with the do-rag and the Air Forces on your folding chair. You know, you got them black Air Forces on there. You already know something could jump off any second. Any second. If you got black Air Forces on, you know something could jump off at any moment now. And Nathaniel Alexander is just as responsible for this chair as he is for this chair, because he created this chair. Had he not created this chair wouldn't be available, and this chair wouldn't be available. But he did create them. He did create this design, and it's been able to manifest into some of the nicest folding chairs. And I suggest anybody that's over 300 pounds, don't sit in one of them plastic folding chairs. They will not hold you. If you over 300 pounds, do not sit in one, though. Do not try it. And if you one of them people that tells everybody you 300 pounds, but you probably like 400 pounds, definitely don't try it. I'm just telling you. You don't want to try something like that. Those plastic chairs are not meant to hold people that are over 300 pounds. 400 pounds, you are entering some really dangerous territories. But as far as the chair goes itself, Nathaniel Alexander, patent number 997108, patent date 1911, that's who's responsible for all these folding chairs. And when we want to look at the thrill of victory, you know, and the agony of defeat, as we did yesterday, we don't have to worry about putting the wrong photograph in there anymore like I did yesterday, which was here. I had Nathaniel Alexander as here, but Nathaniel Alexander is not that person. That is indeed Brother Lewis Latimer, and we're going to move that over to this. So we're going to keep with the same spirit, but we're going to change that caption, because without any type of verifiable photo for Nathaniel Alexander, I'm just going to use his word. That's what's most important, right? It's the work. We don't really need to see pictures of people, selfies of pictures, selfies of people, videos of people. We need to see their work. What kind of work are you doing? You know, and if you're doing work, how you got time to take all these videos and pictures? If you moving, how you got time to stop and pose? But yeah, this was a very, very big part of the stream yesterday, and I just wanted to correct it. And correcting it, we can move on and move forward. Okay? That's what we're going to do. But the main thing for me was just getting it clear with everybody who was was with who, and who wasn't with who. But what I know now is I don't have a verifiable photo of Nathaniel Alexander, but I do have a verifiable photo of Lewis Latimer. And shout out to my brother Fearless. Shout out to my sister Shanna for hitting me up after the stream. I wish they'd have found out during the stream. Maybe Fearless wasn't on the stream. Maybe he checked in later or something, but Sister Shanna hit me up afterwards and told me that this was indeed Lewis Latimer. And many people have made the mistake. Many people have made the mistake. So I'm not the only one that made the mistake, but I'm probably the only one that cast about it last night. So I'm definitely the only one that needs to be apologizing for it today. I'm not above being wrong. I'm not above being wrong. And I'm not beneath coming back and apologizing. So let's move forward. But I love this picture. This is a great picture. This is a great picture. Most known for being on Good Times. This was one of the Ernie Banks pictures, I believe. And they done turned this picture into the juke joint picture, but it says the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. Not the Alabama Tea Party, the Alabama Sweet Tea Party. I like that. I like that. And it just shows a couple folding chairs being elevated so appropriately. I had to watch the videos a couple more times last night just to make sure that I went to bed at peace. And boy, did I. So where we are right now is looking at what's coming up tonight. Is a city council meeting in Ypsilanti, and there is a special meeting that is happening regarding the city manager, who we have known to allegedly have mismanaged some funds. And boy, I've had phone calls and text messages and all kinds of stuff talking about her. I'm not going to talk too much about it today, but we're preparing to deal with that this evening. And some of the people that endorse this individual, some of the same people that I talk about on a regular basis. And they were wrong. They were wrong about her. They were wrong of how much she was really down for the city of Ypsilanti. From what we know now, she really wasn't down for the city of Ypsilanti. She was down for herself. She was down for her pockets. So we're not going to be under any type of guise tonight. I've heard, some media sources are coming out there. People want to know what's going on in the city of Ypsilanti, why they can't get right. Why can't they get right? I don't know why they can't get right. But I'm hoping that they do get right soon, because it just ain't in my mind. I want things to be right, not just look right, not just sound right. I need them to be right. And every time somebody tries to throw me off the trail, make it seem like there aren't things happening, then something else happens. As soon as I did that stream, I got calls from people that knew things that I didn't even know. Some that I didn't even care to share because they were really just embarrassing. She's actually an embarrassment to the city of Ypsilanti. She's an embarrassment to city council. She's an embarrassment to the mayor. She's an embarrassment. But nobody's talking about that. And since we got this picture up, let me get to who we are actually talking about so y'all know exactly who we're dealing with. Let's see, who is that? Because I want to say a couple more things that, whew, they hit my timeline, and I was like, whoa, what is that about? There we go. Yeah, we had a scenario that some people sent something to me, and I had to actually go proof because I wasn't going to do it without any proof, and I done got some proof, and it's pretty substantial in the world of entertainment. But this is her. This is Frances McMullen, not an actual picture. I don't want anybody to think that they've arrested her, because they haven't arrested her because they haven't even investigated her. From what I'm seeing, she may just skate out of the city of Ypsilanti owing thousands of dollars, allegedly. Maybe she's paid it back since we really started talking about it. Then maybe not. Doesn't really matter. Ipsy's not really concerned, obviously. Ipsy must be sitting on stacks over there. I mean, they got 32 dispensaries in Ipsy now, so they might just be getting all that revenue from the dispensaries to where they're just sitting on stacks. And they can afford to let monies run out the window. I get it. Sometimes you making so much money, you don't even know that you're owed. Where I stand on that, how is that when she's the city manager? She's the one that has control of the checkbook. I know there's got to be a city treasurer. I think they both need to be audited, because if she's been using monies wrongfully, using credit cards wrongfully, there has to be an internal audit. How do you not have an internal audit? I don't understand. I'm not going to understand. But they're allowing her to walk out from her city manager position after knowingly using city monies via credit cards. And I don't know if she actually used cash, but she definitely has used a credit card. That's been proven, I believe, up to this point. I don't think that's even alleged anymore. But it is what it is. They need to get her keys. They need to get her cards. And they're probably not going to get her any wrist jewelry, courtesy of the Ypsilanti Police Department. But she does look good in orange. She does. She looks good in orange. You know. Does anybody know, is Frances an American freedman? I don't know if Frances is an American freedman or not. She could be. Or are her people from the Caribbean? So either way, we are here, and this is what we're going to be working on later today at the city council meeting in Ypsilanti as she exits, or at least prepares to exit, I guess, if they're going to honor her resignation. As strange as this is, just letting her walk away owing monies without doing an internal audit. But I guess that's really the way things are now in Washtenaw County. Nobody really does checks and balances anymore. They just let stuff happen. What do they say? I guess it's easier to apologize after the fact than it is to ask and be denied. Maybe Maybe she didn't want to be denied and she didn't ask, but, you know, having her resign mid-year, kind of an oddity. I don't know why my dog's going crazy, man. What's up with that? So I want to put this up because my grandkids wear these things, and my grandson's been trying to get me to get a pair of Crocs for at least 2-3 years. And after I saw this picture here, I was like, oh yeah, this definitely ensures me that I'm never getting no Crocs. I mean, this person was a part of the riverboat dock melee. And something tells me that Crocs are not a good footwear choice if you're going to go into a fight. He should have probably looked at another type of footwear with some type of support. Not having the proper support is how he got here. His shoes turned into boots, but then he didn't have nothing on his feet. So they really not even boots. They kind of just like leg warmers. This is interesting. His Crocs are going way up his legs. They damn near to his kneecaps. So I'm just looking at these shoes and looking at the lack of support that they gave this race soldier, who ended up getting arrested for his dirty deeds and his dirty feet. How you gonna have Crocs on and you got dirty feet? The shoes don't help keep your feet clean? What's wrong with you? But that's all right. We don't really need to get into that. We don't need to get into that at all. It's not even important. You know, it's not even important. What is important is what's going to be happening for the rest of this week. We're going to get back to recapping. We're going to get back to doing what we do as far as talking about the WCSO and the things that they have going on, talking about the 2024 elections, the primaries, those politicians that are running from the sheriff's race all across the board. So we got to make sure that we stay in pocket. What I want to do, though, before I get up out of here, because I didn't need to be here long, this was just an apology. I saw a couple of videos and I really thought they were something special. You're right, cuz the Crocs was wearing his feet. Them ain't Crocs no more. Them cracks. What's Crocs short for? Crocodile? No, them crocodiles. Yeah, that's what them are. Them is crocodiles. So it was funny to me to be able to see something like that. And I said, oh boy. I looked at it and I was like, oh boy. But I want to show a video or two. Actually, I want to show two videos. It was a young lady who did a video about the melee, and it was a young man who did. I'm gonna call them young because I don't really know their ages. They're not old people, but they did the videos about the things, and it was surprising when these videos got sent to me. So let me do a screen share on this one because we're gonna get up out of here. We just about 30 minutes in. we're going to get up out of here. I don't need to be here all day on this. Like I said, this was just a retraction. This was retraction action. And I want to make sure that everybody understands that anytime I make a mistake and my information is wrong, if I'm given the correct information, I have no problem with coming back and stating the facts. But if I don't know the facts and what I know to be true is true, maybe a little bit off, I'll even change it. And I had the wrong picture for Nathaniel Alexander, so I had no problem with coming back up here stating that it was indeed Lewis Latimer, and we cannot find a verifiable photo for Nathaniel Alexander. No big deal. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this right. I heard it was the class of 75 reunion. Oh, wow. That's what was going on. It was a 1975 reunion. That means they 13 years older than me. So they was out there trying to scrump with some young fellas. They was out there trying to squabble with some young lions. That wasn't going to end well no matter what. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this up. This is interesting. This was very interesting. When I saw this, when I heard this, I thought it was one of the most hilarious things ever. It's about 1.5 minutes long. I'm gonna let it run, and y'all check it out.
What happened in Montgomery, Alabama was absolutely hilarious. Oh, y'all really let Jason Aldean gas your heads up, huh? That was your first mistake. You don't take fighting tips from a fake cowboy who wears bedazzled skinny jeans. I love to see it. You know those idiots were on the boat all day listening to that song on repeat. I can't wait, Bubba, till they try that in a small town. We'll show them. I've never seen a song taken away from a group of people so quickly in my life. You had a month. You had a good run. Oh, and I already know what the comments are going to say in this video. How could you celebrate violence? Both sides were wrong. You're causing a divide. Why can't we all just get along? Do you know why there's so much glee and happiness and celebration after this brawl? Because the scenario never ends this way. And we've seen that one too many times.
That's right.
Where a group of angry white men go to attack an innocent black man.
That's right.
And in this case, an innocent black man who was just trying to do his fucking job. This isn't how the story usually ends. And that deserves to be celebrated. So you think about that before you say some shit like that. And understand why people are happy and people are celebrating. So, Mr. Aldean, it's time to whip out your notebook and pencil and write a new anthem. Anyways, bye.
That's funny to me. I laugh at some of the strangest stuff, but that's funny to me. You know, we're going to go back to Crocman or Crackman for a quick second here. Let me get rid of that screen share. I was actually driving when I heard that video at first, and she does a lot of videos. I done seen her do other stuff, but her content's really good on TikTok. But let me get to this other video. Let me get to this other one. This is another one that was really good. Really good. I like when people are creative with their content, you know. There's some really, really creative people out here, and when they come with it, I got to put it on, you know. I got to definitely put it on. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and expand. So let's go ahead and go back. All right. Think we've got screen share for that. This one is equally funny. It actually is. It's equally funny. So let's bring this one up. And go ahead and enjoy this one right here, because this is hilarious too.
So I've been asked multiple times today what I think about the Alabama riverboat brawl, the Montgomery motorboating massacre, the pontoon around and find out, the riverfront battle royale. This is what I have to say about it. And I know Montgomery ain't a small town, but you know, all them white dudes were playing that song. The hell, they were probably playing that song on their JBL Bluetooth speaker as they pulled into the dock. And draw that in a small town. We respect people around here, except for when they asked me to move my bass buggy. This is my bass buggy. I got it at the Bass Pro Shop down in Prattville. It's only $325 a month for 15 years. And the party of we respect people around here and law and order will fucking throw hands and sucker punches and flying knees just because they were asked to move their pontoon. All you had to do was move the damn pontoon. The riverboat was coming no matter what. Now look at you, looking all dumb in front of Jesus and everybody on the internet, getting arrested in your Costas and Old Navy swimming trunks. That security guard just trying to do his damn job. But then you want to throw it. You just move the damn pontoon. Boy, that security guard threw his head up like Bobby Shmurda to get up out my trap house. But then all them dudes are jumping on the security guard because, you know, you can't just have one cul-de-sac redneck take on somebody. But then I saw the dude swimming. I like that dude. That dude is awesome. He's like, hell no, I might be tired as motherfucker when I get there, but I'm doing my damn part. And then that one white lady got through into the damn water like the Goonies on the One-Eye Willie ship. The shit was awesome. But then that one dude that hit the guy with the chair, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then he hit that one woman. I was like, oh. But at first I was like, wait, was that a woman? You know, I wasn't sure. You know, I had to go back and watch. I'm not trying to be mean because the woman was kind of built like Mick Foley. And I had seen Mick Foley take a lot of chair shots. But once I realized it was a woman, I was like, oh, come on now. That's too far. Fight over. It was good while it lasted. And they damn Affliction shirt Avengers deserved everything they got. Roll Tide.
I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know, he had to throw that Roll Tide in there. If you're an Alabama football fan, he had to throw that in there. But it's all good. You know, it's all good. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna salute. I'm gonna salute. They deserve it. They have won about 15 national championships. You know, I'll definitely salute them on that. I actually used to like Alabama football way back when. Never more than Michigan football, of course, but my stepfather was from Alabama, and he loved Alabama and Bear Bryant and all that stuff back then. And, you know, so I just became an Alabama fan just, you know, through second nature. So yeah, that was funny. So let's just go back to Crockerdial. Yeah, these are pretty hilarious, Free. They're actually pretty hilarious. You know, I have to give it up. But, you know, still to me, the best one that I've seen, truthfully, that has come through all of these scenarios. And let me get there. Have I seen that one yet? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that might have been on my timeline. I think I put that in my timeline. Yeah, I want to play this. I'm going to close out with this, man. I'm going to close out with this one because this one to me is so important. You know, it's so important. You know, we can leave Crockerdial alone. Let's go on over to, you know, let's have a good time. Since we're looking right now, let's have a good time. There it is. Screen share.
all of us get together right now, bro, we can dominate. For sure, for sure. I'm talking about that's what it feel like right now. That's the feeling it's giving right now. A feeling that we've been supposed to have. You see how that shit got y'all feeling though, bro? I swear to God, bro. I know that shit got the whole world feeling good, bro. The whole black community feeling good as hell, bro. On my soul, bro. The taste, that's just a little taste. Think about if we had it, man. Think about if we grabbed it all, bro. Think about if we you feel me? You hear me? That shit'll feel so good. That's how if we do get together, maybe, bro, we can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. We can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. Motherfuckers done got up, G. Motherfucker done stood up and did some shit that we all supposed to be doing every fucking day. I'm talking about fighting back. You hear me? We was always taught if a motherfucker hit you, hit him back. Bro, a motherfucker been hitting us for a long time. Bullshit you or not, bro. That lit back felt good as hell. That's what mama said, dude. You remember?
That's right.
Mama said if motherfucker hit you, you hit their ass back. I don't know what it is, but ever since that Montgomery fight, bro, like I just feel some type of way. You feel me? It's like, bro, a lot of us been waiting on shit like that to happen. You feel me? I feel like that shit activated something in me, man. And it feel like if all of us get together right now, bro, we can dominate. For sure, for sure. I'm talking about that's what it feel like right now. That's the feeling it's giving right now. A feeling that we've been supposed to have. You see how that shit got y'all feeling though, bro? I swear to God, bro. I know that shit got the whole world feeling good, bro. The whole black community feeling good as hell, bro. On my soul, bro. The taste, that's just a little taste. Think about if we had it, man. Think about if we grabbed it all, bro. Think about it, you feel me? You hear me? That shit'll feel so good. That's if we do get together, maybe, bro, we can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. We can feel good for the rest of our lives, G. Motherfuckers done got up, G. Motherfucker done stood up and did some shit that we all supposed to be doing every fucking day. I'm talking about fighting back. You hear me? We was always taught if a motherfucker hit you, hit him back. Bro, a motherfucker been hitting us for a long time. Bullshit you or not, bro. That lit back felt good as hell. That's what mama said, dude. You remember? Mama said if motherfucker hit you, you hit their ass back. I don't know what it is.
That's right. That's definitely true. And that's really where we need to be, not on a volatile tip. I'm not telling people to go out and hit people with fists or even with folding chairs. But if we're going to do anything out here as a collective, we've got to be able to move as a collective. And the way they came to the defense of that brother who was obviously outnumbered, that's really the way we've got to be out here against the systems that be. And I'm not always going to say the systems of white supremacy anymore, because there's so many other systems that are sinister, that work against us in such a nefarious way. We do not have to be out here as individuals. We need to form a collective. Now, if you want some bullshit, we don't need you in the collective. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'd rather deal with people who are solid. I don't want to deal with people who are not solid. I'm not going to deal with people who aren't solid. I'd rather go it alone versus dealing with people who aren't solid. So as far as that goes, as far as what that young brother was saying, and I know that brother probably don't get a lot of respect in a lot of circles just based on his appearance, by people judging a book by its cover, but that brother was preaching. That brother spoke a word to anybody that's going to hear that message, just like a preacher speaks on Sunday. And ain't nobody out here talking like that as a collective. Individuals are talking like that. But when you get into certain groups, one person saying one thing, another person saying another thing, and really everybody's living all different. We got to bring it together, y'all. We really got to bring it together. And so with that being said, I don't need to stick around in this thing no more. I appreciate you, cuz. I appreciate you, Free. Didn't have anybody in the chat room. It's the middle of the day. I get it. I understand. And I got some things I got to get going tonight, you know, and push some people towards this city council meeting. And hopefully, you know, we can keep this thing moving. I heard about some crazy things last night that happened at the Ann Arbor School Board meeting. You know, I got to go get caught up on that. It's a lot of things happening and a lot of people that I want to advocate for, but I've already told a few people, I'm not fighting this fight alone no more. You know, I'm not fighting this fight alone. When I come back, I want to talk about a sister that I stood up for last week when I saw nobody else standing up for her. And she was very, very grateful for me doing so. And she asked me why I did it. I didn't know her from nobody. And I said, I'm a villager. That's all. That's all I had for was the fact that I was a villager. And if I'm going to be a villager, if I'm going to say that I'm a villager and I'm a villager on deck, I got to get into painting situations like that. I can't wait for grant money. I can't wait for you know, for groups and things like that to surround me to be who I already am, because I am a villager and I've been on deck. A lot of people like to sit around and talk about they not new to this, they true to this, but I think you are really new to this, and I don't think you're really true to this. I think you've grifted into a space. You've grifted into a space and you've been elevated in some way where you think you're more than you are, but you ain't nothing. You got to understand you ain't nothing. And y'all in y'all little pseudo intellectual echo chambers, speak up so everybody can hear you. You know, that Negro whispering stuff is done. That gatekeeping stuff is done. I'm trying to tell you, your days are numbered in these spaces. Y'all can't work the way y'all been working out here. The days are numbered out here. Only the real will survive. Only the real will survive. And with that being said, y'all be good until next time. One love.
You know, this revolution is filled with so many ironies, really. First, you tell us that it is manly to keep your word, right? If you are a man, you keep your word. And now all of the black people in this country are demanding, and even the black people in the whole world are demanding, is that you keep your word.
Point blank, period.
Well, then show us that we're free. You told us that there is justice, equality for all in this country. Well, then stick to your word and let us see the justice and equality for all. Or else admit to us that you're not a man, you're a bird, you're afraid of us, you're afraid to give us equal stand. You're afraid that if you give us equal ground, that we will match you and we will override you.
Next. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Huh? Did you say nigga?
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Oh, we got a problem here? We got a problem here? We got a problem there? Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.